have here? The Propvue mini projector. Not to waste any time, let's get down deep and see what's inside this little box. We don't need to use protection anymore. Forever together. The main unit. Just look at you. Perfect in every way. Next up is something we expected to use, but now recommend you put into storage. Useless due to bad software, as explained later. The remote. Here is something we're all familiar with. Basically equivalent to emergency toilet paper. The manual. Let's get back down in this box a little deeper, shall we? What could this be? Nice hole size for easy finger access. The base plate. If you aren't going to use the included tripod, you can screw this onto the projector for some sturdy standing. A charging cable. Nice to have if you want to use the projector more than once. An HDMI cable. Enough said about that. A nice little box. Only thing in there was the wall outlet. Use this with the charging cable, smart guy. Final long box. Hiding in here was the tripod. 3 wide legs and short stature make this something I could get into. Seems very well built too. Top-notch tripod. Now for some uselessness. Why in the name of everything what the f*** would you ever want your favorite shows where they're streaming as well as your login information and password on the side of a projector box? No thanks. Oh yeah, I missed this sweet little projector's porta pouch. It's made of a material that makes you want to keep touching it. Nice added bonus for mobility. But enough about that. You came here to listen to me talk about this bad boy. On the front side, we have a bunch of buttons and a slot. From top to bottom, SD card slot, back, confirm, selection control, and a power button. On the back side, we have an IR receiver, HDMI input, headphone jack, USB input, and a little hole for charging. I live in an apartment meant for hobbits, so the projector is about 6 feet away from a 100-inch screen. What you see projected is approximately 65 inches but can easily go bigger. As I flip through the apps here, let me drop some knowledge in that beast bot flat out like a lizard drinking its fair shake of the sauce bottle because Propvue deserves some snaps for keeping it 100 on my mama. Speaking of 100, let's talk lumens. Propvue advertises this projector as having a brightness rating of 100 lumens. What you may not be aware of is the fact that this projector is manufactured out of China and rebranded to countless companies. These other companies are advertising the exact same product as having 1000 lumens. Propvue informed me that they actually tested the brightness, that it is in fact 100. That kind of honesty is hard to come by, and I have a great deal of respect for Propvue for being so honest about this. The projection is very bright and I've taken it out to project images well over 200 inches onto the side of buildings like a yoga pants wearing mannequin laying up the dunk. And that ain't no sourdough. There are 2 versions of this projector, with what you're looking at being the newer model. This new model is much faster, uses a new version of Android OS, can screen mirror smoothly, and is less prone to apps crashing simply due to its various upgrades. If you power on your projector and see a logo for Smart Projector before the Propvue logo, you've got the new version. Congratulations, and you're welcome. You may have noticed that I'm using the eShare app to control the projector. Wondering why? Because the included remote is as useless as rubber lips on a woodpecker. 80% of apps, including Netflix and YouTube, can't be controlled with a remote, but thankfully, they give you the option to use eShare to control everything on your phone. While less than ideal, it gets the job done. Worried about this little minx not supporting your language because you may not speak one of the 50 variations of English on this list? Fear not, my dear friend, here we have what appears to be every single language ever spoken by the human race, including a few that may not have been. But most importantly, my favorite feature by far and away is my new baby's ability to throw things onto the ceiling so I don't even have to look over this big belly to consume the things that I deserve. Just look at you, sitting pretty. Good girl. I rate this new addition of my family at a 7 out of 10.